Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. This is part 15 of TAFSEER IBN KATHIR. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. في قلوبهم مرض فزادهم الله مرضا ولهم عذاب أليم بما كانوا يكذبون. In their hearts is a disease, and Allah has increased their disease. A painful torment is theirs because they used to tell lies. The meaning of disease in this ayah. Allah said, في قلوبهم مرض فزادهم الله مرضا ولهم عذاب أليم. In their hearts is a disease, and Allah has increased their disease. A painful torment is theirs because they used to tell lies. As-Suddi narrated from Abu Malik and also from Abu Salih, from Ibn Abbas, and also Murrah al-Hamadani, from Ibn Mas'ud and other companions, that this ayah, في قلوبهم مرض, in their hearts is the disease, means doubt. فزادهم الله مرضا, and Allah has increased their disease, also means doubt. Mujahid, Ikrimah, Al-Hasan al-Basri, Abu al-Aliya, Al-Rabi' ibn Anas, and Qatada also said similarly. Abdurrahman ibn Zayd ibn Aslam commented on في قلوبهم مرض, in their hearts is a disease. In their hearts is a disease, quote, a disease in the religion. A disease in the religion, not a physical disease. They are the hypocrites, and the disease is the doubt that they brought to Islam. فَزَادَهُمُ اللَّهُ مَرَضًا, and Allah has increased their disease, meaning increased them in shameful behavior, end quote. He also recited فَأَمَّا الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا فَزَادَتْهُمْ إِيمَانًا وَهُمْ يَسْتَبْشِرُونَ وَأَمَّا الَّذِينَ فِي قُلُوبِهِمْ مَرَضٌ فَزَادَتْهُمْ رِجْسًا إِلَى رِجْسِهِمْ. As for those who believe, it has increased their faith, and they rejoice. But as for those in whose hearts is a disease, it will add disgrace. It will add disgrace to their disgrace. Quran chapter 9 verses 124 and 125. And commented, evil to their evil and deviation to their deviation. This statement by Abdul Rahman is true, and it constitutes a punishment that is compatible to the sin, just as the earlier scholars stated. Similarly, Allah said, وَالَّذِينَ اهْتَدَوْا زَادَهُمْ هُدًى وَآتَاهُمْ تَقْوَاهُمْ. While as for those who accept guidance, He increases their guidance and grants them their piety. Quran chapter 47 verse 17. Allah said next, بِمَا كَانُوا يَكْذِبُونَ, because they used to tell lies. The hypocrites have two characteristics. They lie and they deny the unseen. The scholars who stated that the Prophet ﷺ knew the hypocrites of his time have only the hadith of Hudayfa ibn Yaman as evidence. In it, the Prophet ﷺ gave him the names of 14 hypocrites during the Battle of Tabuk. These hypocrites plotted to assassinate the Prophet ﷺ during the night on a hill in that area. They planned to excite the Prophet's camel so that he would throw him down the hill. Allah informed the Prophet ﷺ about their plot, and the Prophet ﷺ told Hudayfa their names. As for the other hypocrites, Allah said about them, وَمِمَّنْ حَوْلَكُمْ مِنَ الْأَعْرَابِ مُنَافِقُونَ وَمِنْ أَهْلِ الْمَدِينَةِ مَرَدُوا عَلَى النِّفَاقِ وَمِنْ أَهْلِ الْمَدِينَةِ مَرَدُوا عَلَى النِّفَاقِ لَا تَعْلَمُهُمْ نَحْنُ نَعْلَمُهُمْ. And among the Bedouins around you, some are hypocrites, and so are some among the people of Al-Madinah who persist in hypocrisy. And so are some among the people of Al-Madinah who persist in hypocrisy. You, O Muhammad, know them not. We know them. Quran chapter 9 verse 101. لئن لم ينته المنافقون والذين في قلوبهم مرض والمرجفون في المدينة لنغرينك بهم ثم لا يجاورونك فيها إلا قليلا ملعونين أينما ثقفوا أخذوا وقتلوا تقتيلا. If the hypocrites and those in whose hearts is a disease and those who spread false news among the people in Al-Medina do not cease, we shall certainly let you overpower them. Then they will not be able to stay in it as your neighbors, but a little while. Accursed, they shall be seized wherever found and killed with a terrible slaughter. End quote. Quran chapter 33 verses 60 and 61. These ayat prove that the Prophet ﷺ was not informed about each and every one among the hypocrites of his time. Rather, the Prophet ﷺ was only informed about their characteristics, and he used to assume that some people possessed these characteristics. Similarly, Allah said, وَلَوْ نَشَاءُ لَأَرَيْنَاكَهُمْ فَلَعَرَفْتَهُمْ بِسِيمَاهُمْ وَلَتَعْرِفَنَّهُمْ فِي لَحْنِ الْقَوْلِ. Had we willed, we could have shown them to you, and you should have known them by their marks, but surely you will know them by the tone of their speech. Quran chapter 47 verse 30. The most notorious hypocrite at that time was Abdullah ibn Ubay ibn Salul. Zayd ibn Arqam, the companion, gave truthful testimony to that effect. In addition, Umar ibn Khattab once mentioned the matter of Ibn Salul to the Prophet ﷺ, who said, إني أكره أن تتحدث العرب أن محمدا يقتل أصحابه. I would not like the Arabs to say to each other that Muhammad ﷺ is killing his companions. Yet when Ibn Salul died, the Prophet ﷺ performed the funeral prayer on him. The Prophet ﷺ performed the funeral prayer for him and attended his funeral, just as he used to do with other Muslims. It was recorded in the Sahih that the Prophet ﷺ said, إِنِّي خُيِّرْتُ فَاخْتَرْتُ. I was given a choice to pray for him or not, so I chose. In another narration, the Prophet ﷺ said, لو أعلم أني لو زدت على 70 يغفر له لزدت. If I knew that by asking Allah to forgive Ibn Salul, if I knew that by asking Allah to forgive Ibn Salul more than 70 times that he would forgive him, then I would do that. وَإِذَا قِيلَ لَهُمْ لَا تُفْسِدُوا فِي الْأَرْضِ قَالُوا إِنَّمَا نَحْنُ مُصْلِحُونَ. And when it is said to them, do not make mischief on the earth, they say, we are only peacemakers. أَلَا إِنَّهُمْ هُمُ الْمُفْسِدُونَ وَلَكِنْ لَا يَشْعُرُونَ. Verily, they are the ones who make mischief, but they perceive not. Meaning of mischief. Allah said, وَإِذَا قِيلَ لَهُمْ لَا تُفْسِدُوا فِي الْأَرْضِ قَالُوا إِنَّمَا نَحْنُ مُصْلِحُونَ. And when it is said to them, do not make mischief on the earth, they say, we are only peacemakers. In his tafsir, As-Suddi said that Ibn Abbas and Ibn Mas'ud commented, they are the hypocrites. As for لا تفسدوا في الأرض, do not make mischief on the earth, that is disbelief and acts of disobedience. Abu Ja'far said that Ar-Rabi' ibn Anas said that Abu al-Aliya said that Allah's statement وَإِذَا قِيلَ لَهُمْ لَا تُفْسِدُوا فِي الْأَرْضِ, and when it is said to them, do not make mischief on the earth, means, quote, do not commit acts of disobedience on the earth. Their mischief is disobeying Allah, because whoever disobeys Allah on the earth or commands that Allah be disobeyed, he has committed mischief on the earth. Peace on both the earth and in the heavens is ensured and earned through obedience to Allah. End quote. Al-Rabi' ibn Anas and Qatada said similarly. Types of mischief that the hypocrites commit. Ibn Jarir said, the hypocrites commit mischief on earth by disobeying their Lord on it and continuing in the prohibited acts. They also abandon what Allah made obligatory and doubt His religion, even though He does not accept a deed from anyone except with faith in His religion and certainty of its truth. The hypocrites also lie to the believers by saying contrary to the doubt and hesitation their hearts harbor. They give as much aid as they can against Allah's loyal friends and support those who deny Allah, His books, and His messengers. This is how the hypocrites commit mischief on earth while thinking that they are doing righteous work on earth. End quote. The statement by Ibn Jarir is true. Taking the disbelievers as friends is one of the categories of mischief on the earth. Allah said, وَالَّذِينَ كَفَرُوا بَعْضُهُمْ أَوْلِيَاءُ بَعْضٍ إِلَّا تَفْعَلُوهُ تَكُنْ فِتْنَةٌ فِي الْأَرْضِ وَفَسَادٌ كَبِيرٌ. And those who disbelieve are allies of one another. If you do not do this, meaning help each other, there will be turmoil and oppression on the earth and great mischief. Quran chapter 8 verse 73. In this way Allah severed the loyalty between the believers and the disbelievers. Similarly, Allah said, يا أيها الذين آمنوا لا تتخذوا الكافرين أولياء من دون المؤمنين أتريدون أن تجعلوا لله عليكم سلطانا مبينا. O you who believe, do not take the disbelievers as awliya, protectors or helpers or friends, instead of the believers. Do you wish to offer Allah a manifest proof against yourselves? Quran chapter 4 verse 144. Allah then said, إن المنافقين في الدرك الأسفل من النار ولن تجد لهم نصيرا. Verily the hypocrites will be in the lowest depth of the fire. No helper will you find for them. Quran chapter 4 verse 145. Since the outward appearance of the hypocrite displays belief, he confuses the true believer. Hence the deceitful behavior of the hypocrites is an act of mischief, because they deceive the believers by claiming what they do not believe in, and because they give support and loyalty to the disbelievers against the believers. If the hypocrite remains a disbeliever rather than pretending to be a Muslim, the evil that results from him would be less. Even better, if the hypocrite becomes sincere with Allah and makes the statements that he utters conform to his deeds, he will gain success. Allah said, وَإِذَا قِيلَ لَهُمْ لَا تُفْسِدُوا فِي الْأَرْضِ قَالُوا إِنَّمَا نَحْنُ مُصْلِحُونَ. And when it is said to them, do not make mischief on the earth, they say, we are only peacemakers, meaning we seek to be friends with both parties, the believers and the disbelievers, and to have peace with both parties. Similarly, Muhammad ibn Ishaq reported that Ibn Abbas commented on Allah's statement means, quote, we seek to make amends between the believers and the people of the book. Allah said, أَلَا إِنَّهُمْ هُمُ الْمُفْسِدُونَ وَلَكِنْ لَا يَشْعُرُونَ. Verily they are the ones who make mischief, but they perceive not. This ayah means that the hypocrites' behavior and their claim that it is for peace is itself mischief, although in their ignorance they do not see it to be mischief. Walhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen.